So, in just a few days, the second half of version 5.8 is about to drop, and if you're not careful with your primogems, you could completely mess up the first few weeks of version 6.0. That's not a dramatic statement, that's just a simple fact. We're going to walk through exactly what you're getting into with these new banners, why the community is feeling the way it is, and how to decide if a last-minute pull for Mualani or Chasca is a smart move or a mistake you'll regret. For those who haven't been glued to the notice board, the second phase of the update features two characters, Mualani and Chasca. Both of them are designed to be on-field main damage dealers. They're the kind of characters who want your whole team to be built around them. They need a lot of time on the field, and they want supports to give them buffs, keep them safe, and trigger elemental reactions so they can dish out some seriously big numbers. And hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Some of the most satisfying experiences in this game come from dedicating your whole team to a single character and just letting them shine. They can absolutely clear the game's content. The real question is whether they are the best use of your very limited currency, especially when version 6.0 is about to introduce new mechanics, and a special chronicled wish is waiting to tempt you with nostalgic characters and signature weapons. Before we dive into their playstyles, the majority of players are signaling that their primogems are already reserved for version 6.0, or that they don't want to risk their pity right before a new region launches. Out of primogems? Don't worry, I've got a way to save money and get double the Genesis crystals. This is lootbar.gg. It works just like the in-game top-up system, but with up to 25% off, and new users even get a 10% extra discount using the link in the pinned comment. See this? The regular $100 pack only costs $85 on Lootbar, and each update they release an exclusive $77 bundle available for your first purchase every version. All you need is your UID, no password, no login. Just pick your bundle, select your server, enter your UID, and your crystals get delivered in seconds. Lootbar has awesome reviews. It's fast, secure, and trusted by tons of players. If you're planning to recharge for Genshin Impact, Star Rail, or Wuthering Waves, don't waste your money. Click the link in the description or pinned comment and top up now with Lootbar. Safe, fast, and way more affordable. Let's talk about the two stars of this banner on their own terms. Mualani is a classic headline carry with a modern twist. She front-loads a ton of damage into short, impactful bursts. She loves it when your team sets the stage for a single, massive hit. Think of her as the centerpiece of your team, a character who resists interruption and needs teammates to constantly apply elemental auras to enemies, so her personal hits can land those charged reactions. When everything lines up, it feels incredible. She delivers that satisfying camera-shaking nuke that makes you want to watch the clip again and again. The trade-off is that she needs a very specific set of supports to really shine, and she prefers rotations that don't constantly yank her off the field. If you enjoy big damage windows and the rhythm of setting up a big hit and cashing out, Mualani's playstyle is a ton of fun. Chasca, on the other hand, just feels great to play. She has top-tier mobility for exploration and solid, near-top-tier damage in combat. Her power comes from enhanced elemental bullets during her Night Soul burst, as long as you have a Natlan teammate on your team. She scales with team diversity, benefiting from a mix of pyro, hydro, cryo, and electro characters. Her first constellation makes her procs smoother and works well with supports like Xiangling, and she can even prime her own reactions so your rotations don't get stuck. Now let's talk about the uncomfortable truth. Both of these characters are excellent performers for the region they came from, but they are arriving at the end of a chapter. Once Nodcry opens up, the game's design philosophy will shift toward lunar reactions and moon sign resonance. This doesn't mean Mualani and Chasca will suddenly become weak. It just means that if you're building for the future, you'll be more motivated to save for a pair of Nodcry characters to be the foundation of your teams. It's also very likely that Varka and Columbina, two names with huge expectations, will completely power creep them while filling the same elemental role in a team. Here's the part I think both fan bases will appreciate. Even if you accept that the future will likely outshine the present, that doesn't erase the fun these characters offer. Mualani's nuke windows are genuinely entertaining. She rewards precise buff alignment, landing your burst at the peak of your buff curve and timing snapshots so her numbers carry through the whole rotation. Chasca needs survivability for her long on-field time and teammates who buff her. She shines in a set-it-and-forget-it kind of squad. So where does that leave your decision? It starts with being honest about your pity count and your future plans. If your pity is high and you truly love one of them, I'm not here to talk you out of something that brings you joy. If your pity is low and your primogems are running thin, the smart move is to skip and enter 6.0 with a safety net. Remember that the free-to-play income in Phase 2 isn't a waterfall. Daily commissions, a spiral abyss reset, a couple of events, and some codes will get you a few dozen wishes at best. There's also the question of longevity. When I look at Mualani and Chasca through the lens of the next 3 or 4 patches, I see great performers who will be easier to sideline than the new regional characters you'll probably want for Moon Resonance. I also see a weapon banner that might be more tempting than the character banners. The Chronicled Wish is likely to arrive alongside the launch with weapons like the sword that turns into a great stat stick for many characters, and the claymore that makes awkward kits much better. If you're the type of player who values weapons because they improve the value of characters you already have, that banner might be a more logical place to spend your gems. Let me also address the quiet fear I keep hearing in the comments. If I skip now, will I regret not having them later? The honest answer is that you won't regret skipping strong units. You'll regret skipping a playstyle you love. If you're a fan of burst windows and Mualani's rhythm speaks to you, she will still feel amazing next patch next year and probably in the next Spiral Abyss reset. If you adore long, smooth, on-field attacks, Chasca will still feel like butter when everything lines up. The meta will rise and fall, but your personal taste is what matters. If you choose based on what you truly enjoy, you won't spend the next month second-guessing your account. That's it for today's breakdown. I'll be dropping the special program codes from the 6.0 live stream the second they go live, so make sure to be there. Whatever you end up pulling for, make it yours. Games are meant to be fun. Thanks for watching. If this helped, leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the codes and the stream. See you in the next one.